My name is Terry Wilson, and I'm a graduate student in public relations here at the IU School of Journalism in Indianapolis. I also work as a multimedia producer just across campus at the dental school, and in addition to my graduate work, I have about 15 years of experience in video production. I'm here today to talk to you about video sharing, and in particular about one video sharing site, YouTube. First, a little bit about video sharing in general. Basically, it's just having a site where people can go create a user account and upload video. And then other people can go at some other point in time and watch that video. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to send it to them directly. It can kind of live there on their servers, and you're not paying for bandwidth, and you're not doing these other things. And you've added metadata, which is sort of content that describes your video, which allows users to be able to search for it and find it. It also allows YouTube to recommend your video to other people who have watched similar videos. So that's why it's really important. Now, in particular, YouTube is the biggest granddaddy of all these video sharing sites. It has far and away the most content, far and away the most usage. It was recently purchased by Google. In 2010, it was serving 2 billion videos every single week. And that's just, whoa, it blows my mind. So anyway, the #1 video right now is Lady Gaga's Bad Romance, like that. So almost 400 million views. So you hear that 2 billion number and you think, wow, if I can get just one fraction of 1% of that traffic for my website or for my organization, we're doing fantastic. That's more than we've ever had. Well, unless you're Lady Gaga, and I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're probably not Lady Gaga. That's okay, there's only one, I'm not her either. But anyway, it's not like you can just put up video and have people go there. You gotta work at it. First, let's start by thinking about, well, let's take a look at what kind of videos do play well on YouTube. The stuff that you have that gets millions of hits is either sort of flashy, bizarre, or it's got some sort of video hook to it. 65 million people have watched a wedding party dance down the aisle, kind of crazy like. 20 million people have watched a woman dancing fall off a table. 16.5 million people watched a guy shoot a big rifle. And that video even had the watermark from the trial version of the video software they were using on it. Doesn't stop 16.5 million people from watching it. You know, and that's not really the type of content that leverages itself really obviously to public relations work. You know, unless you have the type of organization that is sort of visually interesting, that can really appeal to that and really use it. Kind of the most popular example you'll see is Will It Blend. Will It Blend is a video series by a company called Blend Tech, which they make really expensive fancy blenders. And basically they put expensive objects into their blender and liquefy it, like iPods and phones, things that you shouldn't blend. They blend, and it blends, and that's a really visual demonstration of what their product does. It's flashy, it's catchy, it's not something you see every day, and it's really a textbook version of how to leverage YouTube effectively for your brand or your organization. So maybe by now you're thinking, alright, well my organization doesn't make blenders, we don't have Lady Gaga, we don't work in a fireworks factory, and really I'd rather people not see that video of the executive director. So, how can my organization use YouTube? Well, you know, there's more than one way of using YouTube. It doesn't have to be flashy. You don't have to go for millions of hits. You can just simply create a visual message for your organization that fits with whatever your organization is doing and design it in such a way that it appeals to your target publics. You might not get millions of hits, you might not even get thousands of hits. But the hits that you do get and the people that do watch it are waiting to hear the message that you're trying to give them, which makes them, you know, just as important. Think of it qualitatively, not quantitatively. You know, the first step is kind of deciding what do you want your organization to accomplish with YouTube. Are you trying to build awareness? Are you trying to show people what you do? You know, what are you going to show? Do you have activities? Do you work in an office? Do you have clients that you can maybe interact with? The goal is to make sure you're staying on message, but you have to be visually interesting. You can't necessarily just have a person talking in front of a static background and really get people to watch it and absorb what you're talking about. Which is what I'm doing, but never mind. A lot of organizations will put out content sort of formatted like a video news show. You might have a talking head, you might have anchors, you're going to have B-roll, which is video footage of the subject you're describing, and you know, you basically can put these out on a regular basis to keep your public informed. If you have a lecture series, sometimes people will record their lecture series, put those up. It's basically whatever works for you, but you have to make sure that you're comfortable with what you're doing and that you think you can have a good product before you even start. You don't want to just start doing it and then end up putting out a poor product that makes your company look even worse. Right, now let's recap. First, decide what your organization is going to do with video. Why do you want to show video? Do you have something visually interesting that your organization does that you can show? Or are you going to just kind of create content specifically for the purpose of sharing it with publics online? Make a decision before you get started. It makes it a lot easier. Once you've decided, go ahead and get your camera, get your lights, get your microphone, and go out and shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Edit the bad stuff out later. You always keep your camera rolling. You're not paying for film like you used to in the old days. There's no reason to stop. Now, then you suck everything in your computer, get it all edited, add some badges, some logos, some titles to kind of clear everything up. Then you upload it to YouTube, add your metadata and your tags. Voila! You've got it online. People can find your video, and fingers crossed, hopefully they will. Good luck!